Hello, hello! Pizza Pax here, and we're back with another Secret Lair Sunday. This is episode number 97. And this week we have more adventures in Middle-earth. This is the traditional foil edition. Now, these have the rather notorious distinction of being the lowest, the lowest value Secret Lairs at time of filming. The collective value of the cards in these are under $1, if I remember correctly. But it's alright. Bought these so you don't have to. So you can see the cool art in foil from the Lord of the Rings animated series without having to spend your hard-earned money on these. Because this just, frankly, is not worth spending money on. I will say I got these as part of the larger bundle that you can buy. I did not buy these individually. And I believe this is probably why they started doing the promo where they, for each X amount that you spend, they give you collector's boosters from the Brothers War. Because of the outrage from this Secret Lair, so that's the thing. But whoever thought this was a great idea was sorely mistaken. So the promo for all of these is Grima Wormtongue, which sort of see Grima's down here. That is for all 4 of them. Get the same promo, which is alright. I think Grima might be one of the more usable cards in this set. But they all are just commons. I've heard it speculated that this was a secondary cash grab by Hasbro. A way of tricking Lord of the Rings fans that weren't really Magic players into spending way more on something that will have effectively 0 resale value in the future. I think that's a little pessimistic and a little cynical. I like to think better of people, but also the value on these is just ridiculous. After people got upset about it, they could have included like a copy of the One Ring or something like that with it instead of Brothers War collector's boosters, which also have much lower value because Wizards just hasn't been able to sell them. They sold incredibly poorly, which is why there's such a surplus of them, and they give them away for all kinds of things. But I don't know. It is disappointing to see a company that produces a game that I've loved for so long just stoop to blatant cash grabs. Which, I mean, yeah, they've been doing that for a while now, but this one felt especially egregious. But only thing we can really do is vote with our wallets and yell about it on Twitter, I guess. And unfortunately, by buying this, it does kind of encourage them to do this again in the future, so I don't really feel like I'm being part of the solution here. But I can at least express my dissatisfaction with it. We have Grima Wormtongue in foil. Oddly enough, he's harder to see on the foil than the regular version. And that is the promo for these. But on a positive note, though, the art for these is just absolutely iconic. We have Slip on the Ring. And Frodo first looks at the ring that his uncle gives him. Gandalf, friend of the Shire. Which is one of the most iconic representations of Gandalf. In fact, a good friend of mine has this exact scene of Gandalf tattooed on his shin, which I always thought was kind of funny. Mirror of Galadriel. Which, oh, if I'm being honest, this scene just spooked me when I was a kid. For whatever reason, it just the whole scene just creeped me out. He's got like this kind of ephemeral voice in the scene, and just gave me absolute shivers when I was a kid. Then we've got second one. Our third. Oddly enough, these are warping, but they're warping in a different way. So these are warping like top to bottom, and these other ones are warping side to side like this. Just kind of strange. I'm not used to seeing two foils of the same card from the same printing curl in different ways, because this one's doing the same thing. So two of them are curling top to bottom, and the other two are curling side to side. It's a little strange. I guess the sheets may have been rotated on them. Actually, since they're doing that, let's make sure these have magic backs. They do. Okay. There have been some really cool misprints over the years where, like, back is 90 degrees to what it should be, or they put the wrong back on the card. That's what the Wyvern backed cards are. But all right, thank you for joining me on this adventure. Hopefully, seeing this, you won't spend your hard-earned money on these. They if you get them for the art. Don't get them because they'll retain value, because these things are not going to be worth anything ever. They are commons that aren't played in any format to speak of. Like, you can get the normal versions of these, even in foil, for less than $1 for this exact, for a playset each. So I would be surprised if these 5 as a playset even broke $5 in foil. So just, if you do plan on getting these, go into that with eyes wide open so you know what you're getting. But otherwise, these are really cool art-wise. I would recommend just getting the regular version, though, because the art isn't worth a several thousand% increase in cost. But it is what it is. So, as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Really helps out the channel, and hopefully one day it can help me bring you guys more of these ridiculous secret lairs. This just feels pointless sometimes. Even as a big fan of Lord of the Rings, this just felt insulting by Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. But until next time, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.